is a pleasure for me to greet you today at this great Invest Monterrey initiative. I am convinced that the opinions, analysis, and proposals discussed here will become solid business and generate opportunities and growth for both regions. Our ties with Asia go beyond the economic. Today, our cultures coverage making us sister regions.
目前，墨西哥是中国在拉美地区的第二大贸易伙伴、第一大出口目的地和第三大进口来源国。当前两国经贸合作的快速发展，给了我们很大信心，未来双边投资合作的增长空间十分巨大。这些年来，中墨全面战略合作伙伴关系迎来全面发展新阶段。不少来墨考察的中资企业反映，新来扬州人在城市老工业区功能转型，新来扬州政策稳定，经济发达，产业基础较好，工业及上下游配套设施完善，区域位优势明显，市场规模可观。
And Coca Home will continue invest, do a lot of investment in Monterrey. I think since this year and next year, we will be around some topics. We are optimistic about the future of the Mexico manufacturer and hope to achieve a win-win situation through such kind of international layout. We also hope we can continue contribute to Mexico economic in the future.
We are very pleased to see that Mexico companies are taking advantage of China's vigorous promotion of the upgraded of the consumer market to continuously expand the export of superior products and high-quality service. Chinese companies are also actively using the US-Mexico-Canada agreement to increase investment in Mexico, creating a large number of local jobs and taxes. I believe in the near future, Monterrey will become one of Mexico's most important manufacturing centers for home appliances, automobiles, and electronics.
And a lot of Korean companies and consumers are very satisfied with the high quality of Mexican products. And 32% of the total investment in Mexico were focused in Nuevo León as well. Next year will be the 60th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between Mexico and South Korea. The Korean government has already expressed our interest for signing an FTA with Mexico twice in 2019 and 2021. As I said before, a lot of Korean companies are looking for or paying attention to Mexico for production base for the US market and sales focal point for the whole Latin American market as well.
Our products are shipped to more than 45 countries around the world, and most of our production, around 75%, is shipped through exports. And recently, the last month, we achieved the 1 million export unit. I believe the key is a very well-coordinated effort between the private sector, academic sector, and of course from the government side. If we can combine those situations, believe me, we can have results like this.
So right now, Monterrey has more than 4,000 foreign companies invested here. And of course, the majority are American companies, but in recent years, Asian companies, it's become more and more. A few years ago, it's a Kia boom, and right now is the Chinese companies. Last year, Chinese companies ranked the second in the total FDI in the state. And I believe Chinese companies will be more and more in the next few years.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much, Invest Monterrey, for inviting Jetro Mexico to this important event. I'd like to start my presentation by mentioning what is Jetro. Jetro is a Japan government organization in charge of trade promotion and investment between Japan and the rest of the world. It was established in 1955. Jetro has two venues, Jetro Tokyo and Jetro Osaka. We have 49 regional offices in Japan, 76 in 55 countries. JETRO's work focuses on 4 pillars to promote foreign trade between Japan and the rest of the world, facilitation of open innovation between Japanese and foreign enterprise, to support Japanese SMEs to expand their business around the world, and research about economy and policy of the world. To achieve our goals, JETRO do different activities, such as the promotion of foreign direct investment to Japan by means of the program Invest Japan. We promote trade and business between Japan and the world through the promotion of export of agriculture and food products, the assistance in expansion of creative industry and service sector market, the promotion of the Japan brands. We facilitate business ties in the manufacturing and environmental industries. We link online business and we promote the safeguard intellectual properties. I will share some examples of the promotion of Japanese products in Mexico. We are organizing a couple of culinary events to introduce Wagyu beef to all people interested in experience one of the best meat in the world. We also have the certification of Japanese food and beverage promotion establishments called Japanese Food Supported, which guarantees the authenticity of Japanese products offered in restaurants and stores. Last but not least, we contribute to trade policy and economic agreements, providing information on research studies and surveys. With the support of the Embassy of Japan in Mexico, the Consulate General of Japan in León, and the Fundación Médica México-Japón, JETRO carries the project Arigato, which is an initiative of JETRO to thank the Mexican doctors for their dedication and work that they have been giving to the patient of COVID-19 in Mexico. This initiative is in collaboration with Japanese companies established in Mexico, as well as Japanese food restaurants in different cities. The project consists in giving bento, lunchbox with Japanese traditional foods, to the doctors who work in the hospital of Mexico City, Guadalajara, Monterrey, Querétaro, and León, where people with COVID are treated. In each bento that is delivered to the doctors and medical personnel, it bears legend. In this moment of uncertainty, we thank you for the hope that you give us every day with your admirable works. One onigiri is equal to 1,000,000 thanks. I would like to share with you a brief overview of trade data. According with the data of the Ministry of Economy of Mexico, in 2022, the value of Mexican export to Japan was around $352 billion. The 3 main products exported by Mexico to Japan were pork meat, passenger cars, vehicle parts, and accessories. In terms of imports, in 2020, the value of Mexico's imports from Japan was $13,897 billion. The main products that Mexico imports from Japan are vehicle parts and accessories, passenger cars, and fixed electronic capacitors. In this chart, we can see some Japanese investment destination sectors. I would like to highlight the automotive sector reflected in the manufacturing of transport equipment, because we know that this is very important industry for Japan. Nuevo is the house of many important Japanese automotive companies like Denso. Despite the pandemic situation around the world, Japan is still investing in Mexico. For example, Kawasaki Heavy Industry has announced an investment for $265 million to expand its operation in Nuevo León. Kawasaki will produce all-terrain vehicle ATV in 2023. Mexico has a privileged geographical position to do business with United Nations and Canada. And Japanese companies have taken advantage of this, generating not only benefits for their company, but also Mexico. The creation of jobs and acquisition of inputs in the region are fundamental for Japan, which is why it is very important for Mexico to develop its supplier to continue attracting Japanese investment. In this slide, we can see that despite the fact that Japanese companies of automotive sector has increased acquisition of national inputs, the supply of inputs still depend a lot on Japan. It is necessary to develop more local suppliers to take advantage of the Mexico's free trade agreements like USMCA. Nuevo León has great advantage to attract Japanese investment, its logistic cost, its territory to develop new projects, and above all, the committed work of entrepreneurs to continue developing more and better business opportunities. On the other hand, Japan is open to investment on Nuevo León. JETRO has a program, Invest Japan program, in which Mexican companies can establish their facilities with the advice of qualified JETRO personnel. We go hand in hand guiding Mexican companies to expand their businesses. Estas empresas que están en Nuevo León, perdón. There are Japanese companies who are operating in Nuevo León. Referring to business, according to the data of Ministry of Economy of Mexico, the total amount of foreign direct investment for Japan to Nuevo León from 1999 to June 2021 is $1,724.7 billion. We should mention that there are more than 1,200 Japanese companies in Mexico, in which Denso, Tokai Rika, Nidec, Panasonic, Sumitomo, and Toto are the most representative in Nuevo León, and many Japanese companies are doing business with Nuevo León companies due to their commitment with growth and progress in all levels. Let me mention the case of Metalsa, Mexican company, a Monterrey company that has expanded its business to Japan. At the beginning of Metalsa International career, JETRO provided support to facilitate its operation in Japan. We did researches and connected Metalsa to business ecosystem of Japan. Nowadays, Metalsa has its commercial office in Nagoya and has presence in many countries such as Thailand and China. Japan can be business hub for operation of your companies. And why is Japan interested in making business with Nuevo León? Let me explain a bit. Great innovation ecosystem of your state. The innovation ecosystem in Nuevo León refers to the collaboration between companies, academy, and government with a common objective to be one of the most competitive states, which benefits the society of Nuevo León, Mexico, and why not Japan? Nuevo León 4.0 is an example of the innovation ecosystem. It articulates a high-impact ecosystem with multiple helix, such as society, talent, companies, high-impact entrepreneurship, and government. Cluster an important part of innovation ecosystem. Certain strategic areas of knowledge have been identified in Nuevo León to be the generator of innovative companies. Nuevo León currently has more than 90 research centers. 60 of them are located on university campuses and companies. More than 30 research centers have their headquarters in Park for Research and Technological Innovation, PRIT, located in the municipality of Apodaca. The future of Asian region and all the world is to solve global challenges. JETRO Mexico believes that innovation is the key to create a real improvement for society and business environment. Japanese companies seek to find alliance with startup, generator of technology and innovation. Mexican companies that help them their process more efficient and with accessible logistic cost. We consider that Nebleon has many startups capable of creating strategic alliance with Japanese companies that help to solve the challenge of Japanese society. To do that, JETRO has launched programs like Japan Challenge 5.0, released in August of this year, presenting the main challenge for the current Japanese society: environmental friendliness, labor shortage and improving productivity, smart and resilient Japan. And Hack Osaka is annual innovation conference that will take place on February 10th of next year. The selected startup will be able to record a pitch that will be presented during the conference. The objective is that the participant startups could invest in Kansai region in mobility, infrastructure, and other issues that help improve the quality of life of the Japanese society. We believe that Nebleon startup can participate in this important event to do new business with Japanese companies. For more information about all programs we have, please do not hesitate to contact us. Finally, I will give you some useful recommendations for doing business with Japanese companies. The Japanese partner will appreciate the information on the business plan they wish to carry out, and above all, provide timely information to the investor. 2, following up on communication is very important, which will allow opening more possibility. Investor allows expect timely and reliable information. Timing is very important for the Japanese partner or investor. 4, the most important thing is the commitment and communication to create trust, a long-term relationship. First, establish trust. 5, the decision-making of Japanese businessmen take time. For this reason, you should be patient. The project are long-term. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias. ありがとうございます。
Leave us a like about this video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks again and see you soon.